Yes, people, good evening. Welcome back to the channel for another NFL show. This is the third episode now. This is week 2. We did the season preview, we did week 1. Now we're talking about week 2. Make sure everyone who's tuning in, hit the like button, sub to the channel on your way in as well. Sub to King's channel, links in the title. King, Raphael, and Justin, how are you three doing? You guys all okay? Everything okay on your side?
Yeah, just excited to talk about week 2 and preview week 3.
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you, bro.
Week 2 preview. But yeah. Anyways.
Oh no, this is week 3 going into the season.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Week 3. Excuse me. Week 3. Yes. But yeah, you man, hit the like button and sub. Let's get to 445 subs. We're 2 subs away from that. But King, massive win for the Eagles on Sunday against in Arrowhead. Talk to me about it, bro. And yeah, you beat the Chiefs. Big up for that.
Yeah. Did a watch along for it. Obviously, we beat the Chiefs. Tucked them in. Even the refs on their side. Yeah, man. 0-2 on them. Three goals in on their head. So, as far as I'm concerned, we've done their dance. Their franchise is over. It's Eagles time, baby.
Yes.
No,
sir.
but on a serious note, it was a big win. It was a big win for my Eagles, and yeah. So it's only the start of the season, so we'll see how it goes. If we can maintain, especially with injuries and all that. A lot of injuries coming on many teams, so we'll see. But it was a good win. It was a good win away. It's a difficult place to go. Obviously, they made it hard. They made it tough. It took, they had us till the fourth quarter, and we just did enough to win in the end.
Raphael, Eagles getting past the Chiefs barely, but they did the job.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a good description. They just did the job. It wasn't flashy. How many passing yards did Hurts have? Like sub 150, I think, like 115, something around that. They didn't dominate. The Eagles definitely didn't dominate, but at the end of the day, wins are what matters, and the good teams find ways to squeeze out those small wins.
Justin?
Yeah, everything that Raphael and Kane said, I agree with. But I don't think the Chiefs are gonna. I don't think the Chiefs are gonna start 0-3. I really hate to say that, but I don't think they're gonna start 0-3, especially with the team that they're playing against next.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair with you, the Eagles, like I said, defense clutched up. I think the defense at the end. I know they conceded a late touchdown. You guys conceded, I think, if I'm not mistaken, King.
But yeah, there was a couple of things that went into that. Couple referee calls I didn't like.
Touchdown.
Yeah,
you did.
The game hinged off of one mistake from Kelsey. His drop into a interception. That was the moment that the Chiefs lost the game. Because from then, we went to the other side of the field, got a touchdown, and it was game over from there. And it was just about maintaining and managing. Because it was 2010, I think, at that point. And then at that point, it was about just running down the clock and leaving Mahomes not enough time to get a couple touchdowns. You only got one.
Yeah. Fair enough. I mean, like I said, you did enough to win the game anyways. I don't think it was anything nervy at the end. I think the first downs, I think the first downs towards the end of the game, I think you guys didn't start. I mean, if you hadn't got those first downs, you'd have given the Chiefs a chance to equal to tie the game again. But at the end of the day, you got those first downs and you needed. You went for it and you got it. You ran down the clock because, like I said, I think you guys hindered, not hindered. Excuse me. You guys kind of nullified them because like the Chiefs are. They're an amazing offensive team. They're one of the scariest teams to come up against in terms of offense. Defensively, they look a bit sus, though. I can't lie to you guys. I can't lie. I think the Chiefs defensively this season so far, they looked a little bit. Yeah, I think they need to make some drastic changes to the defense. But I don't know if you guys agree or disagree. I just think the Chiefs defense might be one of their downfalls this season if they don't step it up in next coming weeks.
I mean, they held Philly to 20. I think it's a bit shaky, but I don't think it was terrible. Um,
Mm.
I do think the one Devonta Smith catch on Trent McDuffie, I think it was in the fourth quarter, but it might have been the third. On like it was third down and the Chiefs sent cover zero and Hurts just kind of threw it up. That's not a completion Trent McDuffie usually allows. You know, he is an unbelievable corner, one of the best in the
Yeah.
league. He doesn't normally allow himself to get mossed. Let alone by like Devonta Smith's obviously a great receiver, but he's not one to like, go up and win a jump ball against a really physical big DB,
Mm-mm. I hear it. Justin, and you want to add into that?
I don't got much to say about the Chiefs or this game except that I think Jalen Hurts will have a bounce back game this week, especially being at home. And I don't, and like I said before, I really don't see Patrick Mahomes going 0-3,
No, no.
mainly because the next team that he's facing just lost to the Cowboys in overtime, and that being the New York Giants. So
Yeah.
one of these teams has to go 1-2, and I don't see the Giants beating Patrick Mahomes.
They
Mm.
made it close
No.
against the Cowboys. That was a great game. Just one more thing about the Chiefs Eagles
Yeah,
game
go
I
on.
would say is it was a. I don't see how the NFL. Listen, to be clear, I don't think the tush push should be banned. I think the tush push is a fine play, but if you look at how much support banning it had already this offseason, and then it's not usually like this, but I think even King can admit that on most of the tush pushes that we had in that game, the Eagles got away with like quite a bit of uh like lining up in the neutral zone and false starts, which again isn't normally what happens. I'm not saying the tush push is good because they're allowed to commit penalties, but I mean this will have been one of the most watched regular season games. It's a high profile game. It's Mahomes and the Chiefs. And
The Super
so I
Bowl.
don't see how the NFL watches this. And I mean, yeah, it was a problematic play because of the penalties. But on a play where so many people are lined up in the same spot, it's hard to see those. Then also, uh, from an entertainment standpoint, the average viewer doesn't want to see a Super Bowl rematch come down to the head coach of one of the teams declining a penalty so that he can have 2nd and 1 instead of 1st and 10 because he knows 100% that he has a play that without a shadow of a doubt can convert that 2nd and 1 no matter what. So
Yeah.
again, I'm not against the tush push personally, but I see why the average viewer and specifically the NFL at this point could or would be against it. And so I do think this game, if the tush push does get banned, this might be the game that sealed it.
Mm.
King, you want to add to that?
Yeah, no, I feel like the tush push is very similar to like a rugby player, similar to what do they call it, the scrum, and it's about getting as low as possible. So I think a lot of the time what defenses get wrong is that you have to get lower than them in order to win that tush push. To stop that tush push, you have to get lower than they do. I think people a lot of the time with these defenses mistake the mechanics of it. The mechanics of it is very rugby orientated in the sense of it's two groups of people pushing against each other. Whoever gets lower and has a bigger base to push from is gonna win. So if they have bigger bodies than you, you're gonna lose that every time of the week. But if you get bigger bodies go lower than them, you're more likely to win that case. And I think a lot of teams don't do that. So yeah, I think the tush push will probably get banned eventually. Because more teams are going to start to get annoyed by it because obviously it allows for the Eagles when they're 2-1 or
Yeah.
1-1 to be able to have an easy play to run. Obviously,
Mm.
other teams use this very similar moves, but I think in terms of for the entertainment and for other factors, they'll probably remove it eventually.
Yeah, just no one wants to see like a Super Bowl rematch come down to a play like that. Because third down is like third and fourth down are what the NFL lives on. And then if you have a play that is at least for one team or most teams is like even most teams nowadays do it at like a high rate. like a guaranteed conversion. It's not great for like entertainment value. Again, I don't think it should be banned. I think the fact that the Eagles are so good at it, and even though other teams are
Yeah.
getting better at it, there is no
Yeah.
team that does it like the Eagles.
Mm.
But yeah, I do think it'll be removed, and I think this game is it's kind of epitomized why it's probably going to get removed because it's just
We have Johnny.
you have Patrick Mahomes with the chance to get the ball again to lead a game-winning touchdown drive against the team he just lost a Super Bowl to, and instead you get to watch Jalen Hurts. You don't even get to watch Jalen Hurts. You get to watch what might or might not be Jalen Hurts get pushed over a line by 10 different men who weigh over 400 pounds. So I do think that's why it'll get banned in the end. But it was a great game to watch. It's like a neutral.
Yeah. Up until the end, it was a great game.
Yeah.
But as I said,
Even-
it rested off the that Kelsey
Yeah.
that Kelsey drop.
Yeah. And one other thing I would
Go
say
ahead.
is I know he did hit Tyquan Thornton for a touchdown right at the end, but
Yeah.
there was a play a little bit earlier because when Mahomes hit Thornton for that touchdown, the game was essentially over because you know Philly will pick up like one first down, right? There was a play maybe a couple of minutes earlier in the game where he had Thornton like utterly. Maybe King remembers the play I'm talking about. He had Thornton wide open, like even more open than he was on the touchdown. Like genuinely, no one was within 30 yards of him, and he just overthrew him completely.
Oh yeah. He
And I
did
think
that.
it really does illustrate Mahomes is like he's obviously still a really good quarterback. He's got lots of talent, but I think his deep ball has declined so sharply over the last few years, and I'm really not entirely sure why. I think at this point it would be silly to pretend there's not a noticeable drop off between, what his deep ball was 4 years ago and what it is now.
Yeah.
Can I add? Do you think it's because of the decline of his O line that his deep balls got worse? Because his O line isn't as good as it once was. That he has to throw shorter more often.
I mean,
So
I
the
think
mechanics for
I
his
think
long.
that's. I don't agree with necessarily that's the O line's fault. I think that's just the evolution of the NFL with like screens and checkdown passes. B, I think that is just the offense Andy Reid runs now, because I think he understands that is what's going to get you, the most wins probably at the end of the day. And also, I mean, listen, I don't think Mahomes' receiving cores has ever been like outright bad, except for maybe the San Francisco Super Bowl year. I don't think it's been like genuinely horrific. He's had Kelsey his whole year. He had Tyreek Hill for a long time. He's had years where he's had like really solid under the radar options. But he definitely, in the years between Hill getting traded to Miami and the Xavier Worthy getting drafted, he did lack like a deep threat for a while,
Yeah.
But I think that's a different thing, he throws the deep ball less just because that's the way the Chiefs offense is constructed because of the personnel they have. But also what I'm saying is when he does throw his deep ball, he doesn't throw it as good. He like misses a lot on the deep throws. You saw against the Chargers in week 1. Like every game, there's 2 or 3 plays where Mahomes has an open guy downfield and he just misses, which, a couple of years ago he wouldn't have missed. You would bet a lot of money that he wouldn't miss that throw.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, I mean, that's all I really have for the game. Unless you guys want to move on now. Want to move on to the next game now?
Yeah.
Patriots. We have to. Hey, 2 rushing touchdowns, or not 2 rushing touchdowns? 2. How do you say it?
Passing touchdowns.
2 passing touchdowns in literally the space of.
Oh, sorry, 2 returns. 2 returns.
Yeah, exactly. 2 returns, bro.
Was...
King. I think you'd have seen, right? I told you about it on the watch along. The Miami Dolphins scored a touchdown off a
punt. Yeah.
Off a punt. Not off a punt. It was the was it?
No.
It?
The Dolphins got a punt return touchdown, and then we got a
straight back
kickoff
punt.
return touchdown.
We got a kickoff. Yeah.
Oh
right.
no, I saw that. I was watching NFL Game Day. They showed it up. They showed
Insane.
both ones. It was
Unbelievable.
crazy.
Yeah.
Insane,
It was crazy.
bro, honestly. But yeah, like I said, crazy how.
I know he got his punt returned on, but Bryce Barringer has a serious case for being like a top 5 punter in the NFL.
I won't be surprised.
The way he like if you look at the punt, you saw how like close the Miami returner started to the to where the punt was, and it drove him back
Yeah.
like 20 yards. Bryce
Yeah.
Baringer is really good, man. He's a really good punter. He'll be an All-Pro soon, or like a.
My biggest concern for the Patriots on Sunday was the kicking.
Yeah, I mean,
Two missed field
Ooh,
goals from
yeah.
extra point, man. Come on, what are we
Yeah.
doing here?
And he missed a field goal last week as well. I don't know if you saw it, in the post game. There was a video.
No.
Vrabel gave the kicker one of the match balls because he said he had like utmost confidence in him to hit the field goal at the end, even though he missed those two earlier kicks.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, man. I think they drafted him, and it's pretty rare you cut a kicker the year you draft him. It can happen, obviously, but I remember in the last Bill Belichick draft of our lives, we drafted Chad Ryland, and he was like bad for most of the year, but he didn't get cut until the offseason. So it's pretty rare that teams do. It's possible if he continues to be this bad, but I think he bought himself like one more week with that kick. But then also, bro, he had this is what pissed me off the most. He had a kickoff right at the end where he missed. So I don't know if you know the new rules in like detail, but basically you as the kicker on a kickoff, if you kick it out of like into the end zone, the team is allowed to indicate a fair catch, and they take the ball to the 35.
Yeah.
If you kick it between the 20 and the end zone, they have to return it.
That's mad.
And if you kick it, if you like don't even reach the 20, it counts as like an out of bounds kickoff, and the penalty for that is like 40-yard line. And on the last kickoff of the game, he managed to somehow not hit the 20-yard line. That's just inexcusable for an NFL kicker.
No,
and it kind of goes to show that like kicking is such a weird position because this kicker, right? He won the award last season for best kicker in the nation in college.
Right.
So it kind of goes to show that kicker also isn't like a guaranteed. Just because you have a good leg doesn't mean, it really is about how you handle pressure.
Yeah, I question the kicker as well. I questioned the kicking this season. To be fair, it's been a bit off.
Yeah,
is it just me, or has just kicking in the NFL been so weird to start the season? Like the past two games, I've seen so many missed kicks already, missed field goals already for absolutely no reason. And you know what it is? They're taking more risks now. They're actually trying it from beyond the 50-yard line. They're trying to hear you. Fair enough. If you make it, fair enough. But like they're taking so many risks, man. They're taking so many risks now with the kicking.
Yeah, on the game. I mean, it was obviously a fun game to watch for a neutral, I would assume.
We got lucky as well.
We got lucky. We made Tua look good, which is kind of the biggest concern. Or not good, but like not as bad as he.
Not as bad. Yeah.
Mike Vrabel said actually an hour before we went live that Gonzalez is back in practice today, so that's
good.
That would be huge to have him back. Alex Austin, who was corner 2 last week because of Gonzo's injury, he really struggled, man. He was bad. We just need Gonzo back. The pass rush has been fantastic. I think we have the most sacks in the NFL so far through 2 games, which is big. Because we were a team that like genuinely didn't apply any pressure at all last year. And that's why I wanted us to draft Abdul Carter so badly if he fell to us. Because I thought he was the best player in the draft, and B, I thought we needed pass rush so badly. But I mean, man, great game from the offense. Again, they did slow down a little bit in the second half, but not massively. I think it's the best game Drake May has had so far in his career. To go on the road and to complete over like 75% of your passes, 2 touchdowns, no picks or rushing touchdown. It's just a professional performance, It's a good performance out of Drake May. I thought the receiving core was good for the most part.
Was okay.
I would question one thing. I would question is, and it's not a major concern for me because I watched a lot of Travion Henderson coming out of Ohio State, our second-round pick running back, and I've never seen a college running back be as good in pass protection as Travion Henderson was at Ohio State last year. Like he's small, right? But he genuinely bodied linebackers consistently. But I would question, he was like bad in pass protection last week, like really bad. And I still want him to get more touches. He only had 3 carries and 2 catches on the game. And I think for a high second round pick, you got to get him the ball more. But again, I'm not concerned, but he does need to like pattern up on the pass protection if he wants to see more snaps. I think that would unlock a whole nother, because Ramondre Stevenson was great. I don't want to take anything away from Ramondre Stevenson. He was fantastic in this game. But Ramondre Stevenson is not a generally super explosive back. Whereas Trayvon Henderson has legitimate 4.4 speed and can take just about anything to the house.
I still don't get the Kyle Duggar what do you call why we demoted him. Like, I don't understand still. I mean
we cut Doug is still here. We cut Peppers.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Who actually signed for the Steelers, who we play next week.
Crazy.
I think it's I gotta be honest, I also thought so, and I wish we didn't, because I think Peppers is a really good player. Based on the pictures that you're seeing from training camp in Pittsburgh, I think he was just like completely out of shape. Like he looks fat, man. And I'm not a person in a position to call like an NFL player fat, but he looks for NFL standards, he looks sizable. Let me put it that way. But it was a good game. I think there's a lot of positives to take about it. If you really want to nitpick, you can say like, oh, your offense led up 27 points to Miami. But at the end of the day, Miami like are still a decent offense, no matter how bad Tua's playing.
Yeah.
I think this defense can take a whole nother step once Gonzo's back. I think that is so big. I think a lot of our season really does rely on whether or not Gonzo gets back healthy. Then one more thing I just want to say is
Gonzo.
The officiating in that game was so bad. I know like there was 3 penalties that I went back and watched that they called on us, and there just is no penalty. Like I'm really trying not to be biased here, but there was like 2 false starts and 1 illegal shift. There was 2 false starts. Okay, penalties in general. We're committing too many penalties. I think we have 18 through 2 weeks, which is definitely too many.
That's not good.
I think the bigger concern is a lot of them come from our veteran players like Morgan Moses, who shouldn't be committing penalties. But in his defense, the Mike McDaniel offense is famously like difficult to learn. So I want to give him some grace in that, like, you know, he's still learning the new offense. But really, I mean, some of the penalties I saw were like genuinely disgraceful. Like you go back and you have no idea what the ref is possibly looking at. Like there just is no way you can make that call in a close game.
Yeah, I hear it, bro. I can't lie to you, bro. I think we got lucky with the end there. Because you know what it is? On another day, he doesn't step out of bounds. On another day, he doesn't accidentally step out of bounds, and he scores like a field goal or extra point to take the lead. Yeah. We got very lucky with that. I'll be honest with you. I mean, those 2 extra points could have killed us as well on another 100%. Day. It could have killed us on another day. Like, I can't tell you how lucky we got, but at the same time, I can't tell you how offensively good we were, in my opinion. I think our offense sort of won us the game. It wasn't the defense. The defense let us down for me.
Oh, for sure.
I think the defense has been a massive issue for me. At the start, like I said, Gonzalez, we gotta wait for the news on him. We gotta wait for his return.
I would say it's funny because for the most part they've been really. So their problems last year were they just sucked. Like there was no talent other than Christian Gonzalez, Jabril Peppers, and like maybe Jawan Bentley, who's not on the team anymore. There was just no talent. They couldn't get to the passer. They couldn't cover. They couldn't defend the run. They genuinely couldn't do anything. This year, I think they've been really good at defending the run. Like really good at defending the run. I think they're getting pressure. I still want them to draft like a pass rusher next in the next draft, because I do think that is still a hole. But they have been a lot better at getting to the quarterback than I thought they would be. But the pass coverage has been bad. And again, that's where Gonzo comes into play. I think it's a new picture once Gonzo comes into play. The other thing I would say is they're missing a lot of tackles. I actually think if you look at it, I think our 2 starting middle linebackers are 1st and 3rd in missed tackles so far, which for one part is good because it means they're getting to the right positions to make tackles. But for the most part, it means, you know, you're letting a team turn a 3-yard gain into a 12-yard gain. And that just kills you at the NFL level. So I think if Gonzo is back and they can clean up the tackling issues, this could be like a really scary unit to face.
I hear it, bro. I mean, obviously, like you mentioned already, the defensive tackle. I actually said this in one of our shows, and I don't even remember. I said the Patriots needed to draft a defensive tackle and linebacker.
Yeah.
That's what I think we needed to draft one. And I kind of lied to you. The start of the season, defensively, we've been really, really shaky. But I think our offense is what sparked us big time. I mean, Drake May, like you said, had one of his best games. I think probably the best game I think he's had since he's put on that jersey. I'd probably say, I really enjoyed Drake May. I think, you know what it is, the crucial touchdowns we got towards the end. I think the extra field goal that we got as well. I think that sealed the game.
One thing about like Drake May and him looking good is if you look at all the other second-year quarterbacks in the NFL so far, Caleb Williams has struggled, right? He hasn't been like horrific, but he's been pretty damn bad through 2 games. Bo Nix had one absolutely awful game in week 1 and then one pretty good game in week 2. Jaden Daniels, King, you got to call me out if you think I'm being like biased and anti-Jaden here, but he was what I watched against Green Bay was like genuinely awful quarterback play. It was so bad. Week 1 was fine. I don't think week 1 was special, but I don't think it was terrible. But what we just watched at Lambeau was like really bad. So if you look at all the second-year quarterbacks, Penix has been good in both his games, to be fair, but May has genuinely looked a step above all the other quarterbacks drafted last year. And I really hope that doesn't come across as biased, because obviously I'm not saying like he is definitively better. I think you got to wait at least another full season, maybe 2, before you say anything about that. But just this season so far through 2 games, he has looked a lot better than all the others.
I agree with that. To be honest, I mean we can talk about the Green Bay versus Washington game after you guys finish.
Yeah, for sure.
Or are you guys finished?
I think I've said everything I need to.
Anyone else got anything else for the Patriots?
No. Justin hasn't given his thoughts on the Patriots yet.
All right, cool. Let Justin give his thoughts, and then we can talk about Green Bay, Washington.
I don't got much to say about this game. I really don't. I'm disappointed in this team 100%. I mean, I know we won, but I'm disappointed.
Go on.
I don't really want to explain why, except we need to cut down on penalties. We need to start blowing fucking teams out of the water, because this Miami team is not as good as what everyone has them on paper. Look, Miami's gonna go I'm getting ahead of myself, but Miami's gonna go into Buffalo and get their ass whipped.
Yes.
Yeah, easy.
They're gonna go into Buffalo. They're gonna
Mike
get
McDaniel
slaughtered.
is not going to be in charge of the Miami Dolphins come end of the season.
No, but here's my thing. We got to play Pittsburgh Sunday at home in New England. The last time we played at home, our defense was shit.
Oh,
well, if this defense that came up against the Miami Dolphins show up against the Steelers, Raphael, Aikman, you can already tell we're going into Carolina 1-2.
One thing I would say is we do have Gonzo, hopefully, touch wood, knock wood, whatever. Hopefully he will be back. He's training again. That's the start, right? And at this point, I would genuinely put him on like every painkiller you have and tell him to play, because he's that good. Aaron Rodgers, I'm gonna wait till we get to the Steelers game, but Aaron Rodgers is dog shit. Sorry for the profanity, but he is genuinely a terrible quarterback at this point in his career. He should have retired a long time ago. If he wasn't estranged from his family, he would have retired a long time ago.
Do you think the ACL injury kind of killed him off? Like, do you think he kind of killed his career, the ACL injury?
I mean, he was already like not that great before that, and then that just kind of piled it on. Now you have a literal statue, and he's also no longer a good thrower of the ball. So. Yeah. I mean, okay, again, now that I've said that, he's going to put up like 400 yards and 5 touchdowns against him. But he was bad, man. Last week, he was really bad. He was already bad in week 1, but against what he just did against Seattle was ugly.
He turns up against us, Aaron Rodgers.
That is true.
He has a good game in him. But Justin, sorry, continue, bro. Continue your point, and then we'll move on.
I'm done.
I don't think Justin wants to talk about.
No, I don't.
You know what?
I don't want. I don't want to talk about this Patriots team anymore.
Do you know what it is, bro? I actually thought when we went up by, what was it, 12? No, was it 12? What was the score? It was like 15 something. I swear we went up like 15 something. I thought we were going to blow
we
them.
went up 12-0 because
Bro, I thought we were
our
going to
kicker
blow
fucking
them.
sucks.
I thought we were going to go 20 and like 5, bro. I thought we were going to blow. I thought we were going to blitz them. We didn't. That's what let us down. I think the defense
But
let us down.
at the same time, I do think like they lost so many
Without-
close games last season. I think it's worth like something that they want to close. Obviously, you want to blow out when you can, but they did.
Because, bro,
Take your wins, man. Take your wins. Look at the positives.
I still remember
Pencil down, cope heavy. Pencil down everything
Yeah.
bad with the defense to Gonzo, and we
Bro.
go on Sunday.
Rough. I remember years like 4 years ago, we were playing the Chargers, or was it in Los Angeles, and we blitzed them. They got 0. We blitzed them. I remember it was like 40 something, 46-0 or something. I swear.
Bill
We
Belichick's a
blitzed
wizard, man.
We absolutely blew them away. Like it was, bro. I swear, the days of Cam Newton as quarterback. Oh my god, I do not want to go back to those days, man. Those were shit. Those were awful. Because I remember we had that. The chance. I swear, I forgot who we were playing. Was it Indiana? I forgot who it was. Third game of the season. We literally had the touchdown to win the game for us. Literally, the touchdown would have won the game, and Cam Newton ran the ball and we fumbled it. But yeah, those Cam Newton days. We beat the Ravens at home. That was a really good win. But still, like we were awful. We almost lost to the Jets at home, for God's sake. We almost lost to the Jets at home, bro. So
I think I have everything I wanted to say, to be honest, about the Patriots game. I do think it's.
big up, Steven.
I think you really need to see what the defense looks like with Gonzo before you like
Who do you
conclude
support?
definitively.
Who do you support, Steven? Who do you support, bro? But yeah, anyways, that's all I'd say about the Patriots. I mean, I can't lie to you. It was a good win. I'll take the win. Lucky to get the win at the end of the day. Like I said like I said, he stepped out of bounds, but fair enough. And we are going to move on to, speaking of Aaron Rodgers, he used to play for this Green Bay Packers. So we're going to move on to Green Bay Packers now. Green Bay Packers. King, I know you wanted to talk about Green Bay. You can take it away, my friend.
Obviously, Raphael earlier talked about Jaden Daniels and his poor performance against Green Bay. I don't think it was on him. I just think that Green Bay defense, especially with the addition of Michael Parsons in terms of the pass rush, has become an elite unit. I think the way they played on both sides of the ball, Green Bay Packers are a team that can go all the way to the Super Bowl, and they're probably the only team that I fear the most that could stop my Eagles in the NFC, because the way they played that game, on, as I said, both offensively and defensively, pass rush elite. They sought the run. Offensively, Jordan Love was doing what he needed to do in order to win that game, and yeah, they just look like a really scary team overall for me. And the thing is, you can say they're a scary team, but once they come up against a team that's just as good as them, or just has as many pieces in Washington, and not just beat them, but beat them with ease on both sides of the ball, dominant in that fashion. Yeah, you just got to look at it and say, yeah, Green Bay is going to be a scary sight, especially at home, especially at Lambeau.
For sure. And I did, in past years, like the past 2 years, I always thought Green Bay were like a team that can make a deep playoff run, but I never saw them as like, a team that's going to actually win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, this team is so scary, man. This is such a good team.
Fair enough. Justin?
I would offer a tiny little backup pushback real quick. I don't want to talk too long.
Yeah. No.
Jaden Daniels, obviously, listen, the NFL is a team sport. It will nothing is ever only on the quarterback or only on his supporting cast. Obviously, there are things that could have happened better for the Commanders in like terms of pass protection and in terms of, their skill players doing more. But I mean, Daniels just didn't. He didn't push the ball downfield at all. And he also, I mean, he just wasn't as accurate as he normally tends to be,
Yeah.
So I would say again, it's obviously it's not entirely on him, but I think this was. I would say, unless I'm forgetting something really obvious from like his first 5 career games, I think this was comfortably his worst game of his career. And I think he should play better. Again, like he doesn't suck. He doesn't. It wasn't entirely his fault. Uh, the pass protection could have been better, especially. And I mean, again, if I was a quarterback and I had to stand in there and understand that Micah Parsons is about to be running at me full speed on every snap, I also probably wouldn't want to hang out in that pocket for too long. But he does. He was, in my opinion, he was relatively poor, especially for his standards. I think for a general, like if you just took a random second-year quarterback, I would be like, oh, they all have their little ups and downs. And the same does apply for Daniels, but just given what he did last year, I think he should be better.
Yeah, but I think this is more of a one-off than a rule. I think you're not going to come up against a team like Green Bay week in, week out.
Yeah.
Especially with the likes of Michael Parsons. He was chasing him down. There was moments where it looked like he was running for his life when he was trying to get out of the pocket. And when you're out of the pocket, it just makes your accuracy a lot worse because you're on the run. And I feel like a lot of the time that's what he had to do because he wasn't able to get the time in there to be able to
I didn't think he was great against New York either, who are not the greatest team. But I do agree, with all these quarterbacks, even with May, he's looked fantastic through 2 games in my opinion. But even with him, even with Caleb, even with all the quarterbacks, whenever I have to rank like the top quarterbacks in the NFL, I refuse to rank rookies and second-year quarterbacks because I don't think it's a fair assessment of what a quarterback is until the 3rd year. And I think this applies in all instances. Obviously, you can you can probably confidently say at this point that so far Daniels has been the best of the bunch easily. But there is a reason that I try not to rank, young quarterbacks. And this is why, because, there's variance. And, this summer, there will have been defensive coordinators who were like, oh, this Daniels guy is pretty good. Let's go watch some serious film on him. Whereas last year, college tape isn't applicable to the NFL. Like you can't watch the LSU offense and say like, oh, this is what he's gonna do against us, other than he runs fast, Yeah. No, like you said, I agree with you. I don't want to be too harsh on him because he's just a second-year quarterback, and he showed us last year. Even if he sucks even if he's like actually just terrible for the entirety of this year, you got to consider how good he was in his rookie year, and that has to count for something. But I would like him to play better.
Okay, well. If I can inject for a second, there was 3 injuries coming out of this game.
Oh yeah, Eckler died.
Eckler's out for the season with the torn Achilles. Jaden Daniels has a sprained ankle. He's questionable to play Sunday. And for Green Bay, they got Jaden Reed, who's out for 6 to 8 weeks with a broken collarbone.
I don't think it's the end of the world for Green Bay. They have such a deep receiving core.
They do. Green Bay defensively, I think they look solid. So I think they'll be. But yeah.
Can I quickly add to Raphael's point as well?
Yeah, I know. I know you have to go as well because you have Champions League, don't you?
Yeah, I'll be gone in like 10 minutes. But quickly, I'll add to his point. I think
give me. Actually, sorry to interrupt you. Yeah. Once you're done with your point, give your predictions straight away. I'll ask you for your predictions. You give it straight away.
Okay, no problem. No problem. Sorry, I feel like he is correct in terms of the second year because once you become a known quantity, it's a lot harder for these like second year quarterbacks because they know your weaknesses and your strengths, so they'll hound on that when you become in your second year. And I think that's what Green Bay did for Jaden Daniels. I think they made him have to play their game, and I think that's what makes a great defense is when you hound a quarterback into playing the way you want them to play.
Yeah, I mean, Green Bay is scary, man. That is a good football team.
Yeah.
But yeah, as for King, your predictions for Bills Dolphins?
Bills.
What's the point in asking, Kevin?
That's
I don't know.
Easy one.
You know what it is? King has these really, really weird predictions. I don't know. So I have to ask him, because sometimes he comes up with the most obvious, not obvious. He comes up with the most out of the blue predictions you ever see. But I've known King for time. This guy comes up with really, really wild predictions. I'm like,
Yeah, especially if the teams are close to each other. Bills and Dolphins. That's
Buffalo, bro. Buffalo is so. Even if Miami were like okay instead of dog shit, the Bills are a wagon.
Panthers, Falcons.
Oh, that'll be a close one. I'll just go with Falcons on there.
Browns, Packers. Easy. Packers.
Oh yeah, Packers all day.
Jaguars, Texans. I'm gonna go Texans. I think the Texans will get their first win of the season.
No, I didn't like the Texans because I watched the
close one to Tampa Bay. Very close one.
Yeah, I didn't like the Texans the way they played. They made too many mistakes.
Hmm.
Who were they against?
Bucks.
Jaguars.
Oh, sorry.
no.
I thought you were saying last week. No,
This week against Jaguars, they lost to the Bucks.
The Jaguars win that one.
Okay, Vikings, Bengals. Joe Burrow is. Oh, by the way, Joe
Burrow is out for 3 months.
Yeah, so that's
Vikings.
That's the
and that's
season.
optimistic, I think.
And
I mean,
JJ McCarthy for the Vikings is out for 2 to 4 weeks as well.
Oh, so it's both backup quarterbacks.
Yeah, backup quarterbacks for both the Bengals, which is Jake Browning, and Carson Wentz for the Vikings.
And the Commanders, probably, potentially. I did see an interesting thing because I watched the Vikings game and I don't want to conspiracy theorize. I don't think there's any truth to this, but I was reading on social media. JJ McCarthy didn't look hurt in the game, even on the last play. So I do wonder, like, listen, a sprained ankle. I mean, obviously you can play through a sprained ankle, so I really don't think these theories have any merit to them. But I did read that a lot of Vikings fans were saying that this is Kevin O'Connell's way of like benching McCarthy in order to save face. Like to not embarrass McCarthy and give him confidence issues.
Okay, fair enough.
Again, that's only a theory. I don't necessarily think it's true, but it's just something I read.
Yeah, I'll still go with Vikings though.
Yeah, Vikings the home. Patriots, Steelers at Foxborough.
I'll go with Steelers.
Bears. Eagles, Rams. Eagles for you, obviously. Eagles at home against the Rams.
I'm gonna go with Eagles, but I have a funny feeling the Rams might do something. Might make it a difficult one.
Buccaneers versus Jets. Bucks at home.
I'll go with the Bucks. The Jets are
terrible. they just ruled out Justin Fields for the Jets.
Yeah.
Who is the Jets' backup quarterback? Is that Tyrod Taylor?
That I have no idea.
All right, I think it is. Whatever.
Commanders, Raiders. Commanders at home.
Commanders,
so,
I think.
Just to clarify, I read the home team first, then the road team. Yeah, so Commanders at home.
Oh, okay, yeah, Commanders.
Chargers, Broncos.
Chargers.
Seahawks, Saints.
Go with Saints.
Bears, Cowboys.
I'm going to go with Bears. I can't go with Cowboys. I'm never going to go with Cowboys.
49ers, Cardinals.
Mac Jones in week number 2 of being a quarterback.
Mac Jones, baby. Mac Jones. That's
Jones
my guy, man.
And Christian McCaffrey. So the Mac combination.
Yeah, 49ers.
Giants, Chiefs. If the Chiefs lose this, there's some serious trouble. And you know who they're playing next week? I think they're playing the Lions next week at home.
Bro, they could be 1-3.
No, they play the Ravens next week.
That's even worse.
They're in trouble if they lose this game, bro. They could be 0-4.
They'll be 1-3. They're 1-3. They'll be
1-3 is hard to come back from.
Yeah, they'll be 1-3.
Nah, well, if you're the
I want to say one thing about the Chiefs game that's unrelated to football entirely.
We have Josh.
You guys know why Rashee Rice isn't playing, right?
Why?
No.
Well, he got arrested for Rashee Rice was like street racing in Texas last offseason. and he like caused a crash that like severely injured a family and sped away from the scene. So he got like I believe it was a 6-game. It might be 8 games, but I think it was a 6-game.
He's out for 6 games.
Yeah, it's a 6-game suspension, for that crime. And Travis Kelce and a bunch of the Chiefs players were warming up in shirts, before their loss to the Eagles that said like free 4 or like free Rice. I had like pictures of Rice, which like I'm all for supporting your teammate, but it does remind me of like when Liverpool warmed up in free Suarez shirts after he said the N-word, you know, like I just don't understand the logic. Or it's like if the Patriots warmed up in like free Aaron Hernandez shirts. Why would you do that?
Yeah, that don't make no sense, especially that if that's what he did.
That is what he did.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's not free him, but put him away and lock the key. Man killed did he kill a whole family? Did they all die?
No. Thankfully not. But I mean,
survived.
But I think one of them especially is like pretty badly injured. But I don't want to comment too much because I don't know the specifics about the situation. But he like admitted his guilt. He turned himself in. All the good stuff.
Okay, yeah. So they shouldn't be wearing
a little
t-shirts.
classless. Yeah, it just seems classless.
And last but not least for you, King, Ravens Lions.
Oh.
In Baltimore.
Oh, that's a tough one.
The Lions could be what 3? Nah. If they lose this game, are they 0-3? The Lions
1-2.
Okay.
Because they destroyed the Bears.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the Ravens destroyed the Browns, and they look good. Yeah, Ravens.
Okay. King, share your channel, bro. I know you have to go and shout your watch along.
African King Academy. Do the watch along for the Champions League, obviously. The other type of football, not the American type, the proper one. I'm joking. But yeah, Bayern Munich versus Chelsea, gonna do a watch along in a bit. And yeah, feel free after this finishes to come along and
King,
good luck,
link,
gents. And yeah.
King's link is in the title, people. So if you haven't subbed already to King's channel, go and sub to King's channel, please, and make sure you guys get him to 150 subs very, very soon, guys. Let's get him there, people. But big up to you, King. I know you have to bounce, bro. Take care, my guy. And,
big up.
Fly
Eagles fly.
Send me the link. I might hop on for a bit of watch long towards the end of the game if I can. If I can, I'll let you know. But big up to you. Take care, bro.
Peace.
But yeah, Ruff, did you watch any of the games as well?
I watched almost all the games this week, except for the ones that were at the same time as the Patriots ones. For those, I watched some of it. But for example, the Niners game, I only got to watch the highlights. I didn't get to watch that Mac Jones masterclass live, unfortunately.
The Vikings lost to the Falcons really badly at home this week, too.
That is a game I didn't watch. I slept through that. But I watched all the other primetime games, and I watched
Texans.
I watched most of the late kickoff games. Like I watched Cardinals, Panthers.
I watched the Chiefs Eagles game.
Yeah, I watched that too. I mean, we can talk about the Steelers, but I mean, I don't really have that much to say about the Steelers except, I mean, Rodgers just isn't playing well. I don't know if Justin maybe watched any of the other games and could.
They lost to the Seahawks at home, bro. They lost to the Seahawks.
Yeah, and Rodgers looked bad. Rodgers looked really bad.
Colts beat the Broncos by 1.
Colts Broncos. That was interesting. I mean, again, like the Broncos would have won if their kicker didn't miss a kick.
Good, bro. The Colts look good.
I did think it was strange. I mean, yeah, I think the Colts are the first team in like NFL history to not punt for their first 2 games this season.
Really? They haven't punted a
single... Yeah, they have not punted. They've been really good. Daniel Jones has been fantastic.
I've never seen an NFL game without a punt in my life, bro.
I do no, it doesn't happen a lot. I do question
very rarely.
One thing I would question about the Colts missed their the game winning kick, but it got called back for a I don't remember what the penalty is called exactly, but essentially, you've seen those clips, I'm sure, online of like Steelers players like jumping over the defensive line, or sorry, the offensive line on a kick to block it. Basically, the NFL banned that. I don't remember what the penalty is called, but basically the Broncos got called for like jumping over the offensive line. But if you look at the replay, I don't really see it, to be honest. Maybe I missed it, but I didn't really see anything that to me seemed like that bad of a.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. What else did I watch? Let me have a
Justin,
look. Let me have a
you
look.
want
Who's
anything?
Justin?
You want anything, Justin?
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't watch any games except for the Eagles.
Did you also watch the Patriots game? Did you?
Nope.
You did watch
Wow,
the
fake
Patriots?
fan, disgusting.
Texans Bucks.
Let me have a look at what I watched. So I watched.
I
So
missed.
I did not watch Bills Jets. I
Yeah.
did, however, start Justin Fields in fantasy, and I shit you not, his stat line was like 3 completions for 50 yards, 1 rush, 1 fumble. I mean, I've never seen something like that before. Patriots Dolphins we already talked about. Rams Titans I did not get to watch. I did see one highlight of a Cam Ward touchdown. And I think it kind of, I mean, I don't really want to say too much because King's not here, and I know King loves Cam Ward. But it was like a play where he threw back across his body, which like the number one commandment of playing quarterback in the NFL is never throw across your body. But it worked. He got a touchdown on it, and I think that kind of epitomizes Cam Ward. Is like he doesn't really follow the rules of quarterbacking in the NFL, but it works. Or sorry, of just quarterbacking, but it worked for him at Miami, and it's worked so far. Browns Ravens. I watched a little bit of Browns Ravens. I think the scoreboard. Listen, the Ravens were obviously the better team, and they deserve to win. I don't think they deserve to win this much. I think that's a little bit flattering for the Ravens, but it wasn't like a bad game. Niners Saints I didn't get to watch, but from what I heard and from what I saw in the highlights, Mac Jones was really good. Giants Cowboys I got to watch the end.
I actually missed the start of the Patriots game because you know what happened was I was watching the India Pakistan game, right?
Oh, you watch cricket?
I watched India. Yeah, I watched India national.
I just don't think I'll ever be able to get into cricket because
That's fair.
I think it's interesting, but I do struggle to understand like how there can be a sport where a game takes like 4 days. I gotta be honest.
Yeah. No, it wasn't a 5-day test. It was a.
Oh really? Okay.
It was like 20 overs. Yeah. It wasn't like
Okay.
it was like a 5-day test. So I was just catching the end of the game. I missed.
Yeah.
I was the United game and I could watch India Pakistan, so I watched the end of that and I missed the start of the game. So I missed. I think we scored. I think.
Yeah.
So
Giants Cowboys was like I don't know if you caught the end of that, but I think Russell Wilson threw for 400 yards.
That's crazy. 400 yards in a match.
Neighbors made one of the best. Like if you, I would genuinely recommend that you go back and you watch the Neighbors catch right at the end of the game. He has like a guy all over him. It's definite pass interference, and also the DB like puts his glove over Neighbors' eyes, and he still catches it. That was a really fun game. Jags Bengals. I got to see a couple of the highlights. I mean, Burrow being out is just a travesty again. And Brian Thomas Jr. didn't look good. I don't know what it is. I love Brian Thomas Jr. and he was so good for Jacksonville last season. But so far this season, he just looks like scared of contact. Which I get. He's like a small guy. He's not small, but he's like a pretty like skinny, light guy, right? He's not like a big body receiver.
Yeah.
But he genuinely looks scared of catching anything that isn't a go ball. And you just can't play wide receiver like that. Bears Lions, Caleb Williams looked not great. He looked better, I guess, than last week, which is kind of the silver lining, but he still looked pretty ass. The Lions are a trade. The Lions are so good. Seahawks, Steelers, we already talked about. Panthers Cardinals. I only got to watch the final drive of Panthers Cardinals. And it was funny because I think there was a point where of the last 7 plays, 6 of them had flags on it. So it was like maybe 2 minutes of in-game time passed, but it must have been like 15 minutes of real time. Because every play got called back for a flag. Broncos, Colts, we talked about. Eagles, Chiefs, we already talked about. Falcons, Vikings, full transparency, I did not watch. Chargers, Raiders, I watched a little bit, but not much. And then Bucks, Texans, I watched the whole thing.
Fair enough. Justin, we're gonna get into predictions. I think that's all we have for the review show. I didn't watch any of the games aside from the Patriots and the Chiefs game and the Eagles game. But we're gonna get to predictions. Bills Dolphins. Let's pass. Bills. Yeah, let's pass.
Yeah, Bills.
Unless Justin has some crazy prediction in mind. Justin?
No, we can continue.
Panthers Falcons. I'm gonna go Falcons. I have a feeling Falcons might win.
I'm gonna rep my Panthers.
I'm going Falcons.
Browns Packers. Let's pass. Packers.
Yeah, Packers. One more thing about the Panthers game. I think Atlanta are the better team. I think Atlanta probably should win, but I really like Carolina. So it's like a homer pick,
No, that's fair. Justin, you saying Packers as well?
Yeah, let's pass.
Jaguars. So good, man. Jaguars Texans.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go
actually.
I'm gonna go. I think CJ Stroud and the Texans might get their first win of the season.
Yep.
I'm gonna say Texans. Because one more thing about the Jags game is there was like a lot of like, not a fight necessarily, but for some reason there seemed to be a lot of trouble between the Jags head coach and the quarterback, which is never a good sign, right? Like if your quarterback and head coach don't get along, you're kind of fucked.
Vikings Bengals. I'm gonna go Vikings at home.
Yeah, give me Vikings.
The Bengals without Joe Burrow is just.
Although last time Jake Browning faced the Vikings, he threw 4. Let me check.
Justin, you think Vikings?
Remember, Burrow went down last season too, and the first game Jake Browning played was against the Vikings, and he threw for over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. But yeah, I would say the Vikings. But I think this is going to be a closer game than a lot of people think.
That's fair. Justin, you as well?
Nope.
You going Bengals?
Yep.
Okay, that's fair. Our beloved New England
Patriots. Oh, hell no. Cardi B announced she's pregnant with Stephon Diggs' baby.
No way.
Hell no.
Nah, that's mad. Stephon Diggs, bro. Our wide receiver,
Let him cook.
Nah, bro, let him cook. Patriots Steelers.
Pats.
Patriots.
It's at Foxborough, yeah. Oh, Foxborough. Yeah, we're winning. We're wearing our red alternative uniform.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We win.
We'll do that. Justin, if Gonzo comes back, that should be an easy Patriots win. Should be. What are you saying, Justin? Go on, back the boys.
Come on, Justin, be a homer.
Come on, bro, back the boys. Back the boys, lad.
Be a homer. Come on, I know you want.
I can't.
The Steelers aren't good though. That's the thing. Like the Steelers aren't a good team.
Did the Steelers win their last 2 games? Oh no, they won the first game against.
I think they're 1-1. Yeah.
Come on, the Jets. Like
yeah, it's the Jets.
You gotta beat the Jets, otherwise you just shit.
I really think it's like a 60-40 in our favor. I think.
I'm only saying I can't because I don't trust the defense.
Bro, but if Gonzo's back, come on.
But I don't think Gonzo will be back.
Okay, that's fair then. If you don't think Gonzo's
I don't think Gonzo will be back until probably either against the Panthers or against the Bills.
Okay.
Oh, why do we have to play the Bills twice, man? That's so dumb.
It's our division, to be fair.
Yeah, but it's just no one wants to play the Bills, bro.
Everyone should be able to play each other, bro. In the NFL, I don't get it. Like you don't play some teams, some seasons. You know what I mean?
Well, you can, but it's only 16 games.
But Justin, so what's your prediction? You're saying Steelers, yeah?
I've seen this story before. Defense is good in the first half. Defense sucks in the second half. Look, I'm gonna say Patriots, but Steelers are gonna win.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't hate that.
Eagles, Rams. Eagles.
I'm going Rams.
Really?
Is it in LA?
No, it's
No,
in Philadelphia.
Do you know what? I'm gonna again. This is one of those picks. It's like Eagles are a better team, but they weren't good in week 2. They weren't good against KC. Yeah, give me Rams.
Sorry, Kane. Don't come back on here
No. King literally said he won't be surprised. King literally said he won't be surprised if the Rams do something. He won't be surprised.
Yeah, the Rams. The
Look,
Rams are always
look.
Sean McVay is like already a Hall of Famer, bro.
Look,
That guy.
I'm gonna say it like this: if Jalen Hurts has the same game that he had against Kansas City,
They lose.
they're losing. Yeah, they're losing. Well, there goes Akron.
Oh, I guess we're running the show now. Oh man. Well, look who it is.
Sorry, guys.
Ooh.
But no, like I told Raphael, if Jalen Hurts has the same game that he did in Kansas City, they're losing.
Yeah, 100%.
So you guys are saying Rams. I'm gonna go Eagles at home. Buccaneers, Jets. I'm gonna go Bucks. Easy.
Yeah, Bucks. Fuck the Jets.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, and the Red Sox are in Tampa Bay this weekend.
Oh no!
But since the Buccaneers, but
the Red Sox suck again.
Hold on. But since the Buccaneers are playing at 1:00 on Sunday, they moved the Red Sox Rays game 3 to 7:35.
That's not end of the world. But bro, I just cannot believe the Red Sox are having a post All-Star collapse for the 4th year in a row. It's just unbelievable.
Are we gonna qualify for the playoffs still? You guys think?
Yes.
And then get eliminated.
Are we still? Let me check if we're still on to play the Yankees. I think we are.
We're in the third wild card spot. Houston took over our spot.
Oh, really? Oh, who do we play then? It's not Toronto. Who's the others?
The Astros. Astros always do this to me, man. The Astros.
I think I checked like a day ago, maybe. I think we're still like 4 games ahead in the wild card. I think
we're ahead Texas, yes, but Houston has a half-game lead on us.
Yeah, but so how far are we above Texas? Like 4 games, 3 games?
3 games.
Jesus, yeah, this might still get close. I think we will still make the playoffs.
I don't care. I just want basketball.
Yeah, bring back the Celtics, man. Jaylen Brown carry season. I'm all for it. I don't give a shit.
I have bad news, Ekevin.
Huh?
I'm the number 1 Jaylen Brown fan on the planet. We're gonna be so shit this year.
You think we'll be good?
No.
But
you know what? We don't have a center, bro. Like, how can we be good when our starting center is Nevis?
We do. I think we'll make a move before the season starts.
I don't think they'll be bad. I don't think we'll be bad, but I also don't think I think we might be like a play-in team, maybe like a.
I think we'll scrape 5th or 6th.
Okay.
Playoff. You know what it is with the Celtics.
I need the Red Sox to do something, man. Just if they don't make the postseason, I'm like genuinely killing myself. Like I need playoff baseball, bro.
Tanking is just I hate that mentality so much. It's just like
bro. The thing is, you can't tank in baseball because like MLB draft is so retarded.
I mean for the Celtics.
Yeah. Oh no, the Celtics won't tank. I don't believe in tanking.
They can tank, bro.
You can't tank. You can't tank.
Jaylen Brown, Pritchard. These 3 are one of our best scorers, bro. They can't tank, surely.
No,
you know what I mean. But we'll preview the season. I'll bring you off of the preview as well.
I just cannot have the Red Sox miss the playoffs. Like
they won't. Bro. I doubt they will.
It's the Red Sox, bro. We're so dog shit every time. After July passes?
Are we playing the Yankees again? Like anytime soon?
No. We just played them like last week. Or like
we lost. We won one.
We lost 2 and we won 1.
Lost 2, won 1. Yeah, I saw that. But anyways, Titans, Colts.
Colts. Yeah.
Yeah. Give me Indiana Jones.
Indy 3-0 is interesting. What happens I'm actually curious as to what happens to Anthony Richardson.
No clue.
Because the way Daniel Jones is playing, like he's not getting benched anytime soon. So Like, do you think there's a team out there that looks at Anthony Richardson and like thinks we can save him still?
Nah. Anthony Richardson.
Like, bro, he has like, I don't know, because the thing is, what is it? I think he has like less than 20 starts between now and his last start in high school. That is nothing.
Mm.
And so I do wonder, like, there's got to be a team somewhere who's like, oh, you know what? Why don't we give this guy like a year and a half to like develop behind our starter, and we'll see if we can't get anything. Like the Rams. Look at the Rams. What I know it's stupid, but who's saying that the Rams can't like trade a 7th round pick for Anthony Richardson and have him sit behind Matt Stafford until he retires? I don't know. Maybe I'm just delusional.
No, that's fine. We'll move on to the next prediction. Anyways, guys, continue to hit the like button. Continue to sub as well. We're 2 subs away from 445 subs. Keep subbing to the channel, people. Next game is Commanders Raiders. Commanders at home for me. Jane Daniels.
Raiders. Especially if Daniels doesn't play. Give me Raiders.
I'm gonna go Commanders at home.
I'm
'Cause
going
Gino-
Raiders.
There's no way Gino plays as ass as he did 2 nights ago again.
Yep, I'm going Raiders.
Chargers Broncos. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go Broncos. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Broncos.
I'm gonna go Broncos.
I'm doing a lot more of like who I like want to win more than who I.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
that's
give
fair.
me Denver. Bounce back win.
Broncos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you saying before that again?
No, I'll take Broncos.
Justin.
Who is it?
Chargers Broncos.
Oh, Chargers. There's no fucking question.
Seahawks against Saints. I'm gonna go Seahawks.
Seahawks. Rattler did look really good against San Fran.
Yeah, I'm passing on this one because it's a no-brainer for me.
Really, a no doubter.
Yeah,
Seahawks.
Interesting.
Bears Cowboys. I'm gonna go Cowboys. I think boys win on the road.
I'm gonna go Bears.
Okay, that'd be funny to see the Bears win. We can't.
I mean, at this point, bro, I just think for all the shit. I think I talked about this last week. I don't know if Justin, you've seen it. There was an article that got published about a week ago about like the Bears and their scouting process the year they drafted Caleb Williams, and it basically says that the Bears' entire scouting department, bar like 3 scouts, especially led by their GM Ryan Poles, basically spent the entire draft process laughing at Drake May's tape and thinking he's not even like a round 1 quarterback. So just for like shits and giggles, like I'm hate watching the Bears for the rest of their existence now. So
for Caleb Williams.
Yeah. I feel bad because I actually
I
really did like Caleb Williams coming out of college, but just for that, I really want him to suck.
We were supposed to draft him because of the draft ladder. We were literally on the one. We beat the Bills and we fell to 4th. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh no, was it?
That was last year. That was this year. But even that year, we were like top 1 pick until the last 2 weeks. I think
we were supposed to get Travis Hunter, and then we didn't.
Yeah.
This season.
All right. What else?
But Justin, what was your prediction again? I went for Cowboys.
And they're going up against the Bears.
The Bears on the road.
At Chicago.
Cowboys in Chicago. I'm gonna go Cowboys. Dallas to win.
Assuming who they have to play next week, Cowboys.
49ers, Cardinals. 49ers for me.
Yeah, Niners.
Who the Niners playing again?
Cardinals at home.
I'm going Cardinals.
Really?
Mac Jones is gonna have a bad game this week.
Man, you're actually such a hater. I cannot stand
I'm not a hater, dude. I'm telling the truth.
Believe in Mac Jones, bro.
I believed in Mac Jones. No, trust me. I believed in Mac Jones for 1 week.
Christian McCaffrey, bro. I believe in him, bro. Christian McCaffrey, CMC. I believe in him.
To be fair, like Mac Jones, the entire theory when Mac Jones started to suck for us was that if he had gone to San Fran under the Shanahan tree, he would have been good. And that he just got unlucky that we drafted a quarterback.
You know what it is with Mac Jones? I actually liked him at the start. I thought he did fine. And then
He was good in his rookie year.
And then he
listen. I don't think it's fair to say that like we did this to Mac Jones because
he should have been rookie of the year.
He wasn't. The truth is, Mac Jones wasn't good in the last 2 years in New England.
He was rookie of
But
the year.
that being said, we didn't do him any favors with like supporting cast and offensive coordinator. We really didn't do him any favors.
He was literally rookie of the year contender, bro. He literally should have won rookie of the year in my opinion that year. Yeah. In his rookie season, he should have won it, bro. The Patriots were literally down and out, like 2-5. We literally went on a run of games and made the playoffs. We were literally top spot at one point as well. Don't forget, we literally made the top spot. Remember that season, 21-22.
Yeah, I remember that.
We literally went on a massive run and went top. And then
is there any more games, or is that it?
Oh no, there's two more. We got the Giants against the Chiefs.
Like I said at the beginning, Patrick Mahomes is not going 0-3.
He'll win.
You guys saying Chiefs, yeah?
Yeah, Chiefs.
And I already know the last one. Give me Detroit on this one.
I'm going Giants.
Dude,
no way.
I hope so. It would be like a Christmas present if Mahomes
like Raphael said, this is more who we want or who obviously more towards the bias level. I'm trying to say, like, we kind of want to win. But I just have a funny feeling the Chiefs are just like, their defense has been a huge letdown. But yeah, give me the Chiefs. Yeah, I want to sound stupid. But listen, if the Giants win, the Chiefs are in trouble. They're going 0-4 because next
the Chiefs are going to be in trouble. The Chiefs are going to be in trouble no matter. The Chiefs are going to be in trouble no matter what.
The Chiefs, the Chiefs.
Although knowing the Chiefs are going to like find a way to scrappily win their next two games.
They'll beat the Jaguars. They'll beat the Jaguars and the Giants, but they'll lose to the Ravens and the Lions. Don't forget, those two games are tough, man. They're tough.
They'll find a way to win one of those, bro. It's Chiefs.
They have a game in Buffalo very soon, and that's a loss for me. That's a loss. Josh Allen.
Wait, so are you telling me the Chiefs have the Bills, Lions, and Ravens this season?
Yeah, and
that is a schedule from hell.
And they've also got the Texans as well. Because
that is an awful schedule.
Bro, the Chiefs could be in trouble this season.
They could be. They actually could be in trouble.
If they don't pick up results here, they're in trouble, man. But yeah, I'm gonna go. Oh yeah.
And then what's the last game? Lions.
I really want to say Giants for the Bants though.
Is it Lions Ravens?
Yeah, fuck it, give me Giants. Ravens Lions. Yeah, I'm gonna go Ravens to win. Ravens.
Nope, I got Lions.
Who's the home? I'll go with whoever the home team is. Who's the home team?
Ravens.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take Baltimore then.
Oh, Bayern Munich 1-0.
Ekman, didn't you say last week you were confident United would beat City?
Yeah. Because you know what
no.
it is, bro? Do you know what it is, bro? Every single season, as shit as we are, we always nick it.
You always beat City somehow.
We always beat City. That's why I'm like, I had a funny feeling we do something.
Are you approaching Ammer Mount territory or?
I'm already Ammer Mount.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm already Ammer Mount. I can't have 8 wins in 8 months, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Ravens over the Lions. Justin, you're saying Lions, yeah?
I'm not. I don't feel confident in Lamar against the Lions.
And Ralph, you're saying Ravens, yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Ravens.
Okay. Anyways, guys, I think we'll close out here. Unless you guys want to add anything more before we talk. Justin, you want anything more before you go?
No, I'm good.
But anyways, guys, hit the like button, sub to the channel, 2 subs to 445, 15 likes on the video. We'll be back next week, same time for the preview next week for week 4. I think you guys okay with the same time next week? You guys okay with that?
I think so.
Okay. But I think we should for next week anyways. If not, then we'll just do it on Thursday instead because the Thursday night kickoff is better. That's when you I think Thursday night kickoff will do it. But yeah, anyways, guys, appreciate you for hopping on the channel. Appreciate you taking the time. Guys, we're out. Enjoy the Champions League. Enjoy the games of the week. Out. Take care, people. Like,